Rumors point to the iPhone 6 storage options and a launch date. Reports also claim that the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 will have some camera enhancements, and Google might have just teased the Google Nexus 8 or Nexus 9. I'm Jaime Rivera, and did you order an Android Wear product yesterday, or are you like me waiting for the Moto 360? This is Pocketnow Daily. Now today we have some official news that is really not that official, as Razer has just announced their first TV box that will support Android TV. That was the biggest question that we had yesterday. Are there going to be boxes, or did you have to buy a TV to use Android TV? And no, there will be a box. There is no price tag, there is no release date, but we do know that it will run Android TV at some point. And even though Razer is trying to use this more as a gaming box, yeah, obviously the idea is that as well you will also be able to watch a movie. Interesting, stay tuned for more details. Now, one of the most anticipated products running Android L is the Moto 360, which should be launched sometime this summer. Sadly, summer just begun, so we don't know exactly when in the next 3 months. Now, the point being is that if you remember, the company had this contest, and the contest consisted of people trying to submit watch phases, and for Motorola to select a winner. The winner is David Pascual. Links in the description for full details on the image and the watch phase, which is extremely cool. Everything that we saw from this Moto 360 at Google I/O is just amazing. This could be probably the best product Motorola has launched after the Moto X. Hopefully this one does sell. Now, another very anticipated product this year is the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. We're expecting it at IFA in Berlin, and we've got two innovations that are apparently coming. Number one is assertive display technology. We saw it on the Lumia 1520. What it does is it applies different contrast for whenever you're shifting the display or whenever ambient light changes. It is very, very cool, but even more interesting, apparently we won't be getting the 16 megapixel ISO sensor. We're getting optical image stabilization with a 12 megapixel camera. We don't care about the pixels. Optical image stabilization would be great on this product. Hopefully we will be getting it. Now, even though we didn't get any Nexus products yesterday, and we are disappointed about that, it seems that Google is still working on products, starting with a yellow Nexus 5. And links in the description, and Google, please, you too, go into the description. That yellow is terrible. Use some Lumia yellow, which looks a lot better. But aside from that, if you look at the material design mock-ups in the presentation of Android L, notice that tablet. That tablet is not in the market yet. It's got front-firing speakers, and it is small, so apparently Google ended up teasing the Nexus 8 or Nexus 9, whatever the number will be. And, you know, it makes sense that we don't have any Nexus products just yet because Android L is not ready. Stay tuned for that. And finally, for the very hot news of the day, credible sources talk about the iPhone 6, starting with the possible launch date. September 19th is apparently going to be the day, but apparently this is a Friday. Apple usually has events on Tuesdays or Mondays, so probably the event will happen before. This will just be the launch date. But even more interesting, apparently there are new storage options. Apple will ditch 16 gigs. Finally, and apparently it'll start at 32 and 64 gigs for the 4.7-inch model, and then the 5.5-inch model will include options for optical image stabilization in the camera and 128 gigs. So interesting. Hopefully these rumors are true, but that leads me to the question of the day. Just on size comparisons and matters, which one would you pick, the 5.5-inch iPhone or the 4.7-inch model? In my case, honestly, even though I do like phablets, I do use my iPhone a lot for fitness. So for me, I would most rather go with the 4.7-inch model. But leave us a comment down below. What do you think? And friends, yes, you know the drill. If you want to get the news earlier before this video is filmed, make sure you follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. You can also follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you tomorrow.